What is going on, women's wrestling fans, and welcome back to another episode of WCW, better known as Women Can Wrestle. I'm RJ.
I'm Jazz.
And I'm Wade.
And like I said, welcome back to another episode of WCW. This week, we're going to be covering everything from SmackDown to AEW, giving our predictions for the upcoming pay-per-view, as well as talk about some news we have going on in the wrestling world. Without further ado, I guess we'll just get started. You guys doing all right?
Doing great.
I'm great. I set my office up. I got a Rhea Ripley corner, the Brutality Boudoir.
Yes.
You can't really see it, but there's my belt. I cannot point, but yeah, Rhea Ripley.
Yes, the camera like reversed. I was like, where's she pointing to?
You point better than Ronda Rousey does. So
yeah, okay.
We're good.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
Title with Rhea Ripley side plates. We have her Elite and her Basic. We have her doing a Nightmare Lock on Freddy Krueger and her and Asuka's plaque from Mania.
One day Rhea's gonna come on this show and Jess is gonna interview her. We are claiming it. We don't even want to be on the episode. We're just gonna let you have it.
We just want to be there.
I told Wade today in the car, I was like, if that ever happened, it's because we were talking about it. I was like, it would just be an hour of me trying to like be her best friend. I would just be
like Jess, you didn't ask any questions.
I had 0 questions. Or if I did, they're about like horror movies, nothing about wrestling.
Nothing about wrestling.
Makeup. But yeah, I'm great. Wade's great. How are you, RJ?
I'm here. Can't really complain much. Back to do another podcast. There's a lot of stuff that happened this week. In both WWE leading up to WrestleMania as well as Impact. We got some, Tasha Steelz will be challenging again, and some good things going on. So I guess you guys want to get started with SmackDown with Ronda Rousey and Sonya Deville. That happened.
Yeah.
Do we have news or no news?
Oh yeah, let's jump into news first. Yeah.
Sorry, I was like, didn't we talk about news?
Yeah, we had news
We
first.
have a whole format and then just threw it out the window. Okay. All right. So according to, I guess I saw it on Wrestling News where they're saying that Thunder Rosa was injured, but then we also got reports that said they spoke directly to her. I think was it Sean from Fightful?
Yeah, Sean Ross Sapp.
That she wasn't injured. So I don't know. I wouldn't put it past them to, if it's a minor injury, to have her keep going.
Yeah.
But I also feel like there are times where someone is injured, and we don't know, and they kind of will write their way out of it to kind of, I guess, hide the injury. I don't know. What do you guys think?
It's weird. I don't know if she's doing the whole, I got to be strong because I have a pay-per-view on Sunday, and I have a big match. Like, she's in the title match, right?
It's a title match.
So, I don't know if it's that and she's just trying to be, like, the strong one, or if it's kayfabe. Like, I don't really know. Is she bullshitting us? Like, I have 0 idea because WWE, and maybe AEW, but I don't follow, as closely. WWE has a tendency of still working their injured talent if it's not serious, but, small matches, squash matches, little spots. So, is it going to be something like that? I don't want to see that. If that's what it is.
Yeah.
I hope it's not that. And I hope it's she's not really injured. It's kayfabe. We're just trying to push the story or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope she's not injured as well because I want her to beat Britt. But after the events of the tag match, which is where they said she got hurt at.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening. So maybe if she is injured, this is a way to play it off. So then Britt gets the win under janky circumstances. And then Thunder Rosa can get the time off she needs to heal the injury if it's more serious than what she's letting us on to believe.
Do you think they called it in the match? Thunder got hurt and they said, okay, you pin Britt. Now you think the finish changed?
Yeah, I think the finish changed.
Do you think she was supposed to beat her on Sunday and they changed it? Is that what you're insinuating? Or you maybe?
Wrestling rule 101 is if the champion is pinned before a pay-per-view, 9 times out of 10, they're going to retain.
Right.
At the pay-per-view. So I see this as just Britt's gonna retain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate. I was really pulling for Thunder Rosa. I really wanted her to come out on top. Now, at first, I didn't know if I wanted her to, because I was, pro Britt. But I don't know. I've been really pulling for her. I wanted her to win this. So I hope she's not injured, so that way she can come out on top.
I hope so. I'm going to ask a bold question here. Does anyone else feel like Britt's reign has fizzled out? Because I remember starting watching AEW when she had the belt and it being like, oh my God, she's untouchable. And now it's just, to me at least. But
I think it's sort of that thing where it's like too much of a good thing can be a bad thing eventually. And I think it's the same thing that happened with Roman Reigns and Cena. Don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of Roman Reigns and I'm enjoying his title run still. But it's like
my cameraman.
Yeah, it's like it's like we can drop it now. You know? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. So but in other injury news, Amari Miller suffered a concussion with her match during her match with Lash Legend. I think it was that spine buster in the end. She hit heavy.
Dumb hard.
Yeah.
So, and people were reporting it. We didn't go to NXT this week, so
no, but we saw it on Twitter. She was stretchered out, sobbing,
crying.
Which, like, that's rough. I don't know if she was like disoriented or what, but like Lash Legend's she's a beast in person. She's like massively tall. She was in the WNBA.
Yeah,
I had no idea about any of that before, and I was like, oh, commentary. I think Vic Wade said it, and I was like, she was in the what?
Yeah, she was in WNBA.
You have like Gable Stevenson coming up and like athletes like that. Why are you not screaming that from the rafters?
Yeah,
that she was a pro athlete. Why like the Lash thing is cute. Sorry, this is not what we're talking about. But I don't know. People are saying she's clunky in the ring. I just think she doesn't realize how big she is compared to some of the other women. I think she needs a Raquel or like a big woman to train with. And then also like flip it and be like, okay, here's like a smaller girl, like a Casey. She needs to learn how to wrestle with Casey.
I think that was Nia's problem too, but I don't think it was ever addressed. She doesn't know her own strength and she doesn't know her own power. And I feel like when she did that fireman's carry into a spine buster, the velocity that she had, she didn't need to slam her. In addition to that, she could have just flipped her and just let her fall, but it looked like she just continued the momentum, and it just bam. Because I remember I knew she was injured, but I hadn't watched the match yet. And as soon as I saw that, I said, "That's what got her. That spine buster."
Yeah,
beautiful finisher. But
it sucks because that was Lash Legend's debut. Like, and for her to like, I don't know, personally, like as someone who's an athlete, I would be like, damn, I really like I hurt someone on my debut. I got to work on that.
Exactly.
But I liked her in the ring. Like I wasn't there live. It's very different live, obviously. But I liked her on TV. I like the gimmick with the lashes and the makeup. I wish her gear looked better. Is really where it's at right now, and she wrestled safer.
It's I don't know. I just feel like the taller girls, even the guys, I feel like have that problem. There's just no gear that really stands out for like taller people. I don't know what it is.
No.
I don't know. It's just her gear's just definitely not on my radar like at all.
She's Megan Thee Stallion if she was a wrestler.
That was my joke. She looks like Meg Thee Stallion in the ring. In the best way. I love Meg. So I don't know. I hope Amari gets better. I hope, she was tweeting, so I think she's fine.
Yeah.
But concussions suck, and too many concussions can lead to bad things. So
so she's probably in a concussion protocol, so we may not see her for a little while. We just hope that she kind of just gets the heal rest up, heal up.
Yeah, rest up, get well.
Rest up, and Lash Legend, train, practice, girl. You're good. You got it.
Yeah.
She's got another feud planet already.
Yeah, with Nikita. I like what she said at the. Well, we'll get to that. when we get to the NXT portion of it.
Well, we're gonna. Sorry.
We're going on. Listen, we love women's wrestling over here, so we get carried away. So which is why we start the show. Which is why we started this podcast. So I guess now that that was all the news that we had, or do we have something else?
I don't want to talk about Nia Jax's hot take, so
we'll just Nia Jax.
Can't stand that.
Yeah, and in the words of Mariah Carey, like I don't know her. I don't know.
Who?
I don't know her.
Who is she?
I'm sorry, I don't.
No, bag of trash.
But people in the people in the locker room are upset. Remember that.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Yeah. We're not Nia fans on the show. Like 0% Nia over here. Okay. Let's shake loose. Now that we've talked about one bag of trash, let's talk about another. Ronda Rousey was in the ring with I guess Michael Cole. I like that segue. It was beautifully done.
It was good.
I don't remember what happened in that segment.
Hang on.
It was whack.
Can I do my Ronda impression?
Wanda?
Yeah, Wanda.
So Ronda came in the ring and spoke very monotone.
Oh, well, I could have told you that.
Does, and talked about all of her achievements. And then basically said she was going to beat Charlotte Flair in the main event of WrestleMania on night 1, where everything is happening on night 1.
Dude, everything.
Every match is.
We got our Monday Night Raw tickets for after Mania. They're actually on night 1 now.
Yeah.
They changed it. It's on Saturday. Everything's on Saturday. Well, no, but like logistically, let's talk about this. Access is on Saturday. Takeover is on Saturday. And Mania. And for people who have packages, you have Access and Mania. You can't go to Takeover now.
That's wild. Y'all are gonna be exhausted.
I'm not bitter at all.
We have 4 days straight of wrestling. Like, I'm excited, but
damn that.
Full coverage for you guys coming from
WrestleMania weekend.
WrestleMania coverage coming from WCW. Y'all
absolutely. But yeah, what were you talking about? Ronda. Yeah, it's Ronda Rousey. Whenever the show starts with Ronda Rousey, I go and do other things.
I don't blame you.
Disassociate real quick.
Well, I do that with Roman too, though, because it's just a lot of talking, and I'm not here for the talking.
And we don't do it on purpose, but like when I tell you, like the monotoneness, like what you said, like it's something about when she starts talking, I just on my phone, like TikTok, automatically.
Yep.
And I normally give the women undivided attention. It's the men who don't get my full attention.
Yeah.
But it's just this Charlotte and Ronda thing, and for this to be your Royal Rumble match, like your Royal Rumble winner, it is so lackluster. I care more about like Sami Zayn and Johnny Knoxville. I care more about Logan Paul, I think, honestly. I don't really like him than I care about the women's main event on Saturday.
It's so funny because like I remember when they got done with this, whatever the hell it was. I remember like them zooming in on Ronda's face and her raccoon makeup. And I remember saying, this whole situation is flat. Like there's no depth to anything going on here. It's so flat.
It's boring.
It's just plain Wonder Bread. There's nothing to it. No flavor, no seasoning.
Nothing.
It's like if you compare last year to this year, you're like, I guess.
Yeah. You had something.
This time last year, I was gearing up to talk to Bianca Belair on the meet and greet. Hype, ready. Ready for WrestleMania.
This time, we were getting Rhea Ripley coming soon promos on Raw, and I was living my best life a year ago.
And now look at what we're dealing with.
And now I got a Rhea Ripley corner.
So wait, is the Naomi and Sonya thing like just over now? Was that tag team match the conclusion? Was like that it? And now she's gonna be fucking with Charlotte?
That's it.
I don't know. I want to see this Sonya and Charlotte thing play out. Because I want to see Sonya turn on Charlotte, and then Charlotte now doesn't have, a GM on her side. And what happens with Charlotte Flair that way. And how it affects her with her feud with Ronda mentally. But I do want to see Naomi and Sonya finish. It's like, I hate that we don't see the end of these stories. We never saw the end of Rhea and Charlotte. Rhea has still not gotten her rematch for losing her Raw Women's Championship. Nope. It went straight to Bianca when Bianca got to Raw. And like, I've complained about that, but it's like they just forget these long-term storylines and just throw them out the window until it's convenient again, and exhausting.
I hate that happens to the women personally. Every time it happens, and it's not just Rhea, it's Bianca too. Bianca didn't get to finish her feud with Bayley, barring Bayley got injured. But still, like, damn, can somebody finish a feud? Can somebody get a long-term feud?
No, but the men are allowed to finish their feuds. I hate to be that woman right now, but the men are fully allowed to see everything out to a pay-per-view.
Yep.
They'll get their title matches on pay-per-view.
One match in the next.
Finishes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then have them.
It's something that I feel like what it does is it deflates whatever it kind of deflates things. And I feel like that's what's going on with the Charlotte, Sonya, Ronda thing. It just all feels so, I feel deflated watching this because like I never wanted this. I never wanted any of this. Yeah. Even the striking, like the flip that Ronda did on Sonya when she attacked her from behind. I was like, okay, it looks like stunt fighting at Disney World. Like, it just doesn't look.
It's the Indiana Jones stunt spectacular. Yes, it is.
Indiana Jones stunt spectacular.
At Hollywood Studio. It is 100%. It is Terminator 2 at Universal.
It is. If you were to make it a food, it'd be boiled chicken.
Oh my God,
it's literally boiled chicken.
But they put lemon in the water because they thought it would do something.
And you're just like, that didn't do nothing.
Listen, I am also a white woman, and I at least know where the spice cabinet is. And those two women, like, I'm sorry, Charlotte, your fiance is a fine Hispanic man. Take a little flavor and just
Something.
Just something add to it. It felt like she had flavor when it was like the triple threat match because the build for that was so great. The match wasn't good, but the build was great. I feel Charlotte, being who she is, should be able to carry this feud and make Ronda look somewhat important. It feels like we're just going, it's a very slow dance and it's not getting anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, that's a good point. It's
slow
not
dance, getting anywhere.
And
Ronda's supposed to stay after, right? She's supposed to stay after.
I think so.
Am I going to care? No, because you're going to give me a rematch that I'm not going to care about.
No.
And you know what it is, too? And don't get me wrong, I feel like she, as far as someone with no wrestling experience, she's okay. But she can't do simple things like sell. Like when she tried to sell the when Charlotte pulled her outside and hit her leg on the thing, when she was standing up and trying to limp after, I was like, yo, like she looks like she's in a middle school play.
Mm-hmm. It's always like that with her. I feel like everything Ronda does, I feel like she is afraid to go all out because she's always going to laugh at herself. It's like that kid who gets forced into theater and like by mom or dad or something, and they just laugh the entire time on stage because they're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And that's what it feels like. It feels like Ronda doesn't know her place in WWE. And WWE is trying to force her into this, you know, hey, you're not one of the 4 horsewomen, but we'll make you a 5th because we can.
Yeah.
And it sucks because you get, like you said about Charlotte, Charlotte is a horsewoman. She's supposed to be a pillar of this evolution, and she can't carry a feud. And I don't think that's Ronda's fault.
Yeah.
I think that regardless,
not everybody can be Sasha Banks. You know, Sasha Banks got the best, and everyone. Not everybody.
Hey, you know, Miss WrestleMania, she can't, you know, she can't do it all
at WrestleMania, but
puts on quality matches.
I never said she did. I'm just saying, Rhea Ripley's one of me.
Yeah. Our favorite won their WrestleMania matches.
Yeah, well, my favorite was in your favorites match. So what are you talking about?
She lost.
Made her look great though.
But you know, fear not. You know, Naomi is going to team up with Sasha Banks. Let's segue into that.
It's so exciting. They're going to win. Yeah, you know, they're going to win and make the belts mean something again.
I hope they do, because I feel like they haven't meant anything since Sasha and Bayley had them.
Yes, agreed. Yeah. I said it before and I'll say it again. You need to start building this tag team division back up and let 2 amazing people, Team Bad Unity, get together and start rebuilding the tag team division. That was their thing. I know you made a cringe face. That was their thing.
They would do like
it's so funny. No, it was great. They were the female New Day as heels. They were fantastic.
They were fantastic. They were like New Day with a little bit of troll in them.
But my question is, so good. How do you make the tag titles mean something when there are no viable competitors? I feel like we're just throwing the belts at 2 women who are loved and respected to force them to make these belts mean something when there are no competitors, so they will not mean anything. Yeah. You had Rhea Ripley, one of the biggest upcoming superstars, with one of those belts, granted, with Nikki Ash, and she couldn't make it mean anything because they had no competitors, and they were single stars like Naomi and Sasha.
But here's the thing. I didn't mean to cut you off, RJ. When it comes to Sasha and a tag team title reign, she is one of the few people besides Bayley who will say, I want these titles to be defended between all 3 brands. Yes, NXT has tag titles, but Sasha will say, I don't think
that's happening.
No, they'll go to NXT. They'll go.
They will, but I think NXT right now is having their own issues in their women's tag division, and until they can figure that out, they don't need another group coming who don't know what's going on.
Just visit?
Not right now. Let Dolph finish his thing.
Who?
Exactly.
Oh,
I think you can only have one main roster star over there at a time, or they're going to get overshadowed by whatever the man is.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not the time, and I don't think those are the women to go to NXT to bring asses in the seats.
I think if NXT were in a different position, it might work with them going down there. But I feel like right now they may not need them. I think, like Jess said, eventually, but like right now, maybe not. I'll say this. Well, going back, Shotzi, came back and she had a match with Sasha Banks, and of course Sasha Banks won. Beautiful. I don't know what to call it. The code breaker. What the hell was that?
It's a beautiful code breaker.
It was beautiful. And I remember I don't know if it was like Trish or somebody was saying, complimenting Sasha on how innovative she is, even with her bang statement. Like, she'll hit a move from a way you never thought it could be hit from. And it's like, this is why I love Sasha, because that's some shit you do on a pay-per-view. You know, like going all out, and oh God, Sasha Banks with a modified, momentum code breaker. Like, I love the fact that Sasha just pulls these crazy ass moves out of nowhere. But anyway, Sasha Banks, submit Shotzi Blackheart, and I meant to ask y'all. I don't know if it's just me, but is it a thing where they say they've been saying tap out lately, like a lot? So and so tapped out, so and so. Like, what happened to submitted? Is that like a 90s thing? Is that gone now?
Did Pat say that though, or is it Michael Cole with Pat?
Yeah.
Did Pat say that or Michael Cole? Because the thing I've learned with Pat McAfee is he will never follow what he's told to say.
Nope.
So the man will. What he said? Who did he? He said someone's name on air a couple months ago, and I was like, "Whoa!" I can't remember who it was. Oh, he talked about the Montreal screw job on air.
On air.
In like the last 2 months. I'll find the clip and send it to you. And I looked at Wade and I was like, oh my God, he's going to get fired.
He compared that to a screw job.
He said, I haven't seen a screw job this bad since Montreal in the 80s or whatever. He directly said, without saying Montreal screw job. I think Pat McAfee does not give a fuck, but as we saw in Vince's interview, Vince also does not care what Pat does because it's great. I think those two have some weird camaraderie that
Yeah,
I kind of like it. He made Vince likable in the interview.
Yeah, which is really hard to do. Apparently.
But I think Pat's the one, unless it was Michael Cole.
It might have been Pat.
Maybe that's coming from above.
She just tapped her out. I'm like, you mean submitted? But okay. Like, it's weird to me.
But people used to get yelled at for not saying like title opportunity. They would say like title shot, and they would get screamed at back.
Yeah.
But that match though, I did hear Shotzi is injured.
Yeah.
So she's got a back issue due to a bone in her pelvis on top of losing her father unexpectedly. So the rumor was that match was not going to be very long anyways, because Sasha is still partially injured.
Okay.
So they're both recovering. And it was to kind of put them back in the spotlight because Sasha's got the tag team and Shotzi to come back from her dad's passing and everything. So I hope Shotzi's on tonight. I miss her a lot.
She was actually on main event from what they're reporting. She wrestled Aaliyah on main event.
Never mind. I take it all back. That's
what though. Like, I'll just say this real quick, and we'll talk about Naomi and Sasha. I wish they would have paired Ronda with like Aaliyah, and like Ronda would have been Aaliyah's protector and could have feuded with Natalya, because Natalya and Ronda have that close relationship because Ronda trained her. And it would have been good for Ronda to work with somebody like Natalya, who is a trainer. And that could have brought her back in slowly and built her right back up to the main event, and we wouldn't have been dealing with this dud of a feud that we're dealing with. But okay, so Shotzi submits, Shotzi taps out, to the bank statement. And
both women look
Naomi
great.
gets up on off of commentary, and I thought that was stupid. She could have just stayed in the back for all that and could have just come out and said that later.
Yeah. I agree.
It was bad. She was bad on commentary.
She was bad. And then the random jump in, and it's like, you're looking at the next tag team champions, which I'm very excited for. Don't get me wrong, because it's going to happen.
I had to interrupt the show last week because it got announced, and I was like, oh my God. I was taking a break. We had a friend over. She came unexpectedly. We were watching wrestling, and I was like, I gotta go tell the guys. I ran out of the room, and I was like, guys.
We were hyped. We were ready.
Hyped.
Because I was excited that Naomi had something like meaningful again. And it wasn't stupid. Sasha, I could give or take.
Yeah.
Golden role model.
I'm more about the nightmares and the brutality. I don't need a role model.
Ball pits.
Yeah. It's the B words. I'm Beetlejuice.
But I'm excited for the tag team. It is nostalgia for me because you and I both have talked about this several times.
I have heard about Team Bad for a year now, almost on the show. I think I heard about it the first time on the show.
We love Team Bad.
I was really upset when they disbanded because I feel like they could have helped Sasha go for the title. They didn't need to break. It didn't make any sense to me. They were doing so well. They were getting over, and then it just broke them up. But for one, I'm glad to see it. I hope that I hope that they reference it. I hope they don't say like, "Oh, this is just Sasha and Naomi." I really hope we get like Team Bad, not just Sasha Banks and Naomi teaming up. Just it's okay to reference the past and bring it back together. New Day broke up, got back together. It's okay. Hardy Boys have done it. It's okay. So I just hope we get that, because I thoroughly enjoyed everything Naomi does. Everything. So I guess moving on. Xia Li had a match with Natalya. Natalya is a baddie. Oh my god! I don't know if it was the red.
You're right.
You
good?
You gotta check your temperature. You good?
I don't know if it was the red or what.
Oh no,
You
honey.
like the gear?
Oh god,
I loved it.
it was not good.
I don't know.
I
loved it.
Well, it was better than her Royal Rumble gear 2 years ago, and that gold.
It was better than a lot of the gear she's been wearing. My issue with Natalya is your bra does not always have to be visible in your gear, ma'am, unless you're wearing a bra. But she wears a black bra under red gear.
Yeah.
That's my complaint. Is it takes away, and it's like, okay, is the gear not the right size? Did you not get it custom? Like, what's going on?
It is. I'll give it to you that it is distracting at some points.
I feel like it would be beautiful if it fit in like the right places.
Yeah, she was popping out. Don't get me wrong, she's definitely popping out.
Not as bad as some other people the last couple of weeks.
She's definitely popping out though. But what do you guys think of Xia Li's SmackDown debut? I know we know she's capable in the ring, but what do you guys think about her debut on SmackDown?
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I'm a fan of Xia Li for what she's doing now. It's a cool gimmick. I didn't like the whole evil stereotype of what her character represents on NXT.
Like a Mortal Kombat villain?
Yeah. Didn't like it. Like this version more. It's more of a, you know what it reminds me of? And it's still stereotypical. Like she's Samurai Jack.
I was it
Samurai
feels
Jack.
Still stereotypical. I don't know how you're saying it.
I didn't like that stereotype.
She came out to the same music in a big old hat with like a thing around it.
But she's still, she's not portraying like a negative.
No, it's not a negative, and it's not to make fun of. It's like it's respectful, but it's like I hate that just because you're from a certain country or you're national, you have to be that gimmick. I hate it, and I feel like they do it with everyone from Japan or China. I hate it.
Yeah,
makes my skin crawl because it's like wrestling is so respected over there.
Someone had pointed that out on I think YouTube like years ago, when they were saying that if you're foreign, you're automatically a bad guy or you have a stereotypical gimmick. Yeah, and that's something that WWE does have a problem with. I feel like even with the Keith Lee interview, I know this is not women's wrestling, but when he had said that, Vince said, he had to tone down, he sounds too smart for his own good. And it's like, the fuck you trying to say? Like, are big black men not allowed to be intelligent? Like, come on, dude, like, relax. But I get what you're saying in that aspect. It does feel like, okay, you're Asian, so you're going to be a ninja. Like, what?
Tozawa.
Yeah.
I am very grateful that Kushida got to keep his, Back to the Future gimmick through NXT and everything.
Yeah.
Because that was someone I was really afraid. What's his name? The jacket guy.
Jacket
Time. On NXT.
Ikemen
Jiro. He also he's Asian, but he's not an Asian wrestler. His gimmick is that he's flashy. Like, I like that. I like when their personality is allowed to come out. And with Xia, I don't know her personality. Yeah. And I've watched her wrestle for over a year now. And it's like, I thought for the longest time she was Tian Shaw on NXT until she wrestled. And then I think Wade was like, no, she's not the one in the chair. And I was like,
yeah. We'll talk about the one in the chair later.
Her personality is kicks.
Yeah.
Yep.
And screaming. That's what she does.
And I didn't like her entrance. I told Wade when he went to rewatch, because I watched SmackDown Live on Friday. I didn't like her entrance compared to her other ones I've seen. It felt awkward, and like she didn't know what to do when she got to that ramp, which I've never seen her do.
I don't think she thought she had enough space, because even when she was holding her weapons out, it looked like she was trying to not to hit the crowd. And I was so scared that she was gonna do something like this, and then some blood was gonna fly in the air.
Those things are not sharp, y'all.
Yeah.
Those are
It's
stage
so weird
references.
to me.
Hey, you don't know. Brock threw a car door at somebody one time. And they did it too.
I thought the match was good.
Yeah,
I
great.
thought Zaya looked good. I liked her gear a lot. I really did. The
Oh,
green was really
yeah.
pretty.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Um,
definitely.
Yeah,
Awesome gear.
I don't know what they're gonna do with her. I feel like she's just gonna run in when someone's like anytime a woman's attacked, she's gonna run in
And help.
and help.
And be the hero.
She'll have a tag team for a couple months with them and then they'll turn on her. I just see this as a very like mid to low card storyline that repeats itself for the benefit of the babyface.
Well, anything that starts out with Aaliyah definitely is going to be bottom tier.
Oh my God.
Aaliyah 317.
You know, not a fan. Not a fan.
Aaliyah.
Yeah, so I think that's all that happened on SmackDown, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as
the tag team announcement was the best part of SmackDown.
Yes, it was.
It could have been announced in a better way because I felt like it was very like okay, but like I wish she would have came down to the ramp and said, "Sasha, welcome back." Blah blah blah. You know, how about me and you team up for WrestleMania? And the crowd would be like, "Ah!" But the way
on night one,
it was
night one.
I was sitting there and like, because who came out first? It was Shotzi didn't have an entrance, so Shotzi was already out there. Sasha came out, and then Naomi's music hit, and I looked at my sister who's coming with us to Mania for the first time, and I was like, something's going on here. Yeah. And I like sat back and I was like, and then Naomi stood up and got in the ring after the match, and I was like, geez, a tag team. This is a tag team. And my sister was like, how do you know? And I was like, I don't know. I do not.
This is what I think it is.
And my sister was excited, like that she gets to see Sasha and Naomi wrestle. Like that's a cool thing for someone's first Mania.
Yeah. I can't wait. I think it's gonna be awesome.
Let's go, Team Bad. Get those
tags
out. On the way.
Oh my God, we have to have Ashley come on and talk about that match now.
Yes, we do.
I think we already said she was gonna come on.
So now I guess we're gonna move on to Monday Night Raw. It's so funny when you sent the graphic.
6-woman tag.
Oh, I do.
It's so funny when you sent the graphic. I got so mad because I didn't see tag team and I thought it was like a battle royal, and I was like, "What the fuck is this even happening for?" And I read it again. And I was like, "Oh, 6-woman tag. Never mind." I was like, "Okay, I want to see this."
I literally cackled when you responded. You go, "Why is this happening?" I'm like, "No, man, it's a 6-woman tag. It's cool. What you talking about?"
I was so mad.
It's cool. It's cool.
It aggravated me to like my soul. I was like, why the fuck is this happening? I didn't understand it. And I read the graphic. It said 6-woman tag. I was like, okay, I can deal with that. I want to see that. So, I mean, it happened. What did you guys think about the little speeches and stuff beforehand?
I liked it.
Yeah.
I still never watched Rhea's.
Okay, so
I record 365 on Mondays now, so I never get to watch Raw. So I go back and only watch the matches, so I miss all the promos now. Okay. So I heard about it.
Okay, so I'll
let you guys take this.
I'll give my thoughts on it. I preferred the face promo over the heel promo
always
because Becky Lynch was the one carrying it. You know, me and Doudrop can put our differences aside in order to win this match. And blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay. And then they just left Nikki Ash in that.
But that's what you should do with Nikki Ash is just leave her in the back and not have her wrestle.
It was so embarrassing. Like it's like I think she went for like a fist bump or something like that.
They all bailed on her.
And then she just left her hand out there, and the camera was like awkwardly like zooming in on her.
I like that though because I feel like Nikki's about to turn on the entire roster because everyone she's like no one believes that Rhea's the villain. She's like, I'm the good guy. I feel like she's going to keep doing this until she has no more allies and everyone's a bad guy and she thinks she's like the super villain. That would be fun. Do something like that.
Hopefully she get new gear. She's going
to get black and white gear and it's going to be she's going to be anti Nikki Ash.
Anti-Nikki. Give me some black and gold, black and blue, something. Black, gold, blue. Bright colors or something. But yeah, I like the face promos better.
Yeah, it was.
It was just garbage. I didn't like it.
I liked how Liv and Rhea had their interaction, and she was like, "Why is that butterfly?" Oh yeah, I gotta take that off. She was like, "I don't
it's a moth.
She said it was a butterfly."
I know, but it's a moth.
It's a moth.
It is a moth. Like it actually.
I didn't know that.
It's a goth moth. Like everyone has that little moth tattooed on them if they're
I
goth.
don't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's me. But yeah, she's gotta get. I kept saying this to Wade. I kept covering Bianca, not disrespectfully, but I kept going, damn, that looks like a tag team right there, doesn't it? Without Lisa Frank, that looks like a tag team.
Okay, here we go. We hit that point. So, RJ just gotta ask, what did you think of Bianca's gear this week? Because you
like
seem to do this every week.
I'm gonna let you go first, as the Bianca said. Ooh, I just knocked the whole test.
Damn, what's the I forgot the sound effect. Dang it, I couldn't click it fast enough.
Damn it.
The please stand by. But anyway, I didn't like the gear. It looked like Wendy, like she was like, "Hey girl, you got some pajamas that I can borrow?"
Yo.
Like, I didn't like it. And you know I love Bianca. Y'all know it's my favorite.
You do?
know, but I didn't like it.
It was Lisa Frank in the worst way. So it was funny. Lisa Frank in the worst ways. And I love Lisa Frank. Like, I hate colors.
You brought it back. You brought it back.
Who? It was
Pretty Pebbles.
It was white neon. It was white gear with neon rainbow cheetah print, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was.
It looked like pajama pants.
Yes, but a whole outfit.
The whole outfit.
And the jacket, it looked like a onesie.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I'm sorry. And it's like y'all know that's my favorite. Y'all know. But I can't. Some of the gears, I feel like what it is too, she's at that point in her career where she's been wearing the same thing since the Mae Young Classic. Yeah. And I think she's realizing that and she's trying to branch out. But I also feel like maybe she might need to hit up somebody and say, "Hey, I want to make my gear eventually, but can you give me a template, or help her to come up with something, because it's not working." It really it's like she's in that weird phase Naomi went through, where Naomi was trying like everything from like race car stripes to polka dots, and it was weird.
Weird transitions.
And I've had this issue for a while. Is sometimes she'll have a gear and I'm like, oh, that's really pretty.
Yeah.
But it's always that same. And I think I've talked about it like weeks in a row now.
Yeah.
It's a sports bra and leggings, and it is the easiest thing to sew.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm not a professional sewer. I can sew to get by, but I've done costume design and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. The credit she gets for making her own gear only goes so far when it is the simplest of designs over and over and over again. So, and I'm not trying to discredit what she does. Not everybody makes their gear that is impressive. She takes the time to sew it.
And she's had some bangers.
Absolutely. Oh my God. The black and gold with the chains.
My favorite.
Oh my God. The one with where she had the little braids all over.
Yeah.
Love it. She
has fantastic gears, but this ain't it. It's not. And I mean, it didn't take away from the match. I still enjoyed the 6-woman tag.
Yeah,
I love the fact that Becky got her ass beat. I love
multiple people.
I love it.
Not just Bianca.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Rhea finally got her hands on Becky.
Clean too. Becky didn't get a touch on her.
Nope.
And she talked about it on the bump on Wednesday. Becky did not get a hand on Rhea Ripley.
Yep.
At all.
But I think that's what it's supposed to be. I feel like your top tier competitors should be beating people's asses. It shouldn't be like Nikki Ash like fooling them and getting one up on them. It shouldn't be like that. So I love the fact that everybody got clean offense on Becky. I feel like everybody did good in that match. It definitely went a lot longer than most 6-women tag matches have gone, because normally it's like a 1, 2, 3 thing. The heel picks off the lowest totem pole face or vice versa, and we're done. But we got commercial breaks, we got spots, we got dives. I enjoyed it.
Everyone had a big spot.
Everybody did.
And I'll say this on record. I was digging Liv Morgan, and y'all know I'm not a fan. I think she did excellent.
I agree.
Yeah,
that she killed it in the 6-woman tag. She's been getting better. We've talked about it, like me and Wade have. I think we talked about it with you. She needs to go back. She needs to be one of the people to do an NXT run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because she's big enough. It'll put asses in the seats, but it will help her more than anything.
Yeah.
And I think it'll help her with her like charisma. I don't think she's the it factor enough yet. I think she's like getting there. And it's not her ring abilities to me. It's her, and I love her as a human. I don't know what it is. She's not a superstar in my eyes yet.
Yeah.
She's still very mid-card. But I don't know what it was, but I kept saying I would not be mad after Rhea has another singles run if Rhea and Liv teamed, because I think that they worked really well together. And Bianca as well. Like, Bianca killed it with the both of them, but I don't know what the two of them were doing. They were working off of each other, like talking to each other, just interacting, and Bianca was playing off of it too. The faces were doing the damn thing that night.
Yeah.
Everything was great.
This is how faces should be. I feel like too many times we get the whole like underdog face, or like the whole, I call it Kelly syndrome, where they love to book these faces as weak and helpless, and it's always an uphill battle. But I love the fact that this felt like 3 women who can hold their own versus 3 other women who can also hold their own.
Yeah, and I just think it speaks for the Raw women's division as a whole.
You have 6 strong women. Well, 7 if you count.
You have more technically.
Bliss.
You also
you have Tamina, which she's doing stuff.
You have Dana Brooke.
Dana Brooke is also doing stuff.
You have Carmella and Zelina are your tag champs.
Yeah, I keep forgetting they're on Raw.
Yeah,
they're on Raw,
but now they're gonna go back and forth because they have the belts. So
yeah, I keep forgetting.
Which they're supposed to anyway, because they're the tag champs. Are supposed to.
Rhea and Nikki went back and forth a couple times. Yeah,
they did. Everybody's done it, but it feels like lately those tag titles have not moved. But we're getting away from it. The tag match was great. I will say they keep saying the same things on commentary, and it's not about every woman. It is Bianca and Becky have their way to Mania. How's Rhea Ripley going to get to Mania? I don't know why that's the question.
I think they're doing that because that's the match that they're highlighting right now. I don't think they're too much worried about pushing someone or people who may not be on the card, and that's not like a battle royal. So I feel like that's kind of where they're doing that. I just feel like what they should have done then, if that's the case, they should have taken Bianca and Becky out of it and had like Becky be on commentary, just like talking junk, and then maybe Bianca could have came down, they could have fought. That way we could have focused on that Mania feud, and then we could have also focused on the women who are not on the card that may be on the card later. You could have started a feud between those 4 women.
Especially with what's being rumored, because
this is something we should talk about with news.
We should talk about it with news. There is a rumor going around that there will not be an Andre the Giant Battle Royal at WrestleMania this year. There will be a WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal. Now, if that is the case, everyone's saying, it shouldn't. Like, you even brought it up. You said it shouldn't mean something. It shouldn't just be a trophy. We all said it and agreed. If they do it where they have all 3 brands, even NXT 2.0 for shits and giggles, you could have it where...
It would have to be on night 2 then.
Yeah, it would have to be.
Everything goes to night 1.
Everything
goes to night 1. What are you talking about? Everything. So...
Got to run from TakeOver next door with gear still on.
Cora Jade doing this battle
with a granola bar in one hand and a Gatorade in the other.
Right.
That's all you get. No fit to cater for y'all.
You guys got to go sit in the seats in the crowd until it's your turn.
Until your time to go. And I said it should be where, there could be a trophy. That's fantastic. That's great.
There's not going to be a trophy for the women. They're not going to make one for the women.
They did.
Oh, I thought
Naomi had it.
I thought there wasn't an Andre the Giant one this year.
No, there's a women's. They haven't done it in a while though.
No.
That's why I don't know about it.
Naomi won the inaugural one.
Oh, that's great.
So,
did she get a title shot?
No.
So why do we want this? I don't want this if it doesn't mean something.
That's why I said it should mean something. So that's why I said it should be a multi-brand battle royal, and whoever wins gets a shot at the champion of their brand at Backlash.
And it's so easy to do.
It's so easy.
You think at Backlash? I think they're gonna give everyone a rematch at Backlash, just like last year.
But which is why I don't like WrestleMania Backlash. I feel like WrestleMania needs to be the be all end all, because you know what it is, that you should have built up these feuds. Either you win at WrestleMania or you lose, and that should be it.
Yeah.
I don't like the whole I don't like Backlash. I don't like that as like a follow-up to WrestleMania, because I feel like you kind of take away from the biggest event of the year.
Well, it also feels like a way to also give people title opportunities who you couldn't give at Mania. So I could see them turning around and saying, like, say there's no battle royal, say that all this happens, Bianca and Becky happen, whoever wins comes out, and Rhea Ripley's like, okay, hi, I've beaten everybody else, where's my chance? And they go, oh, well, now it's a triple threat. because someone still owed their rematch.
Yeah.
And you won this battle royal. So I can see, and I'm not saying she's gonna win. That's just obviously my wish. But like, that's what I see happening, and I don't know if I want that. But there was news we did not talk about that got announced today, and that's Hell in a Cell's in June in Chicago. They did announce that today.
Oh, okay.
So maybe not Backlash, but
I want to see a Bayley Bianca rematch for Hell in a Cell. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Even if Bianca drops, I'll be okay with that. Like, I want to see Bayley come back and run that back in the cell.
Exactly.
They're saying that Bayley's supposed to come back the Monday after Mania.
I'm here for it.
That's the rumor. And
Asuka too.
Oh no, I heard Asuka a little farther after Mania.
Wow.
Because Asuka I heard she was not here. The rumor I heard was that she wasn't in this country right now. She was recovering and then went home for a little bit.
Okay.
So I don't know, because Kyrie also went home.
Yeah, but she signed with Stardom.
Yeah, I saw that. But I'm just saying, like,
I
don't know. I heard that she was doing her surgery because she had shoulder surgery, recovered, and then went home for a little bit because she still wasn't cleared. But I don't know. Then there's a rumor that they don't have anything for her. That's not true.
They shouldn't. They should have her. She's Asuka.
It's Asuka. They'll have Asuka and Rhea wrestle each other. If Asuka's ready right now, they could have run back Mania last year again just for a whatever.
I don't want Asuka to wrestle Rhea because I feel like I don't want them. Neither one of them needs to take another loss. So I feel like Asuka needs to feud with somebody who's a little lower that they're trying to elevate.
Doudrop.
Doudrop would be
great.
Yeah. I was just saying for Asuka to come back and go, I want Mania, because she can do that. Doudrop and Liv, they can't do that. They can't just say I want a Mania match right now.
Not as heels. I don't think Doudrop can do that as a heel.
No,
but I don't know. I'm for everything that went on in that match. There's so much potential for so many more feuds to happen, and I hope that like going forward they utilize the women better, because like we talked about, they really could have sparked something to happen at WrestleMania with that I was about to say triple threat, but that six woman tag. Now there was something I want to talk about with that match too that kind of irritated me online. People were saying that, oh no, those whips were piped in, and that wasn't the real. And I'm like, have you not heard her do the whip before?
They did that at Mania last year too. Everyone was saying it was piped in, and we were in the crowd, and it was not piped in.
No, you heard it.
It echoed in that arena.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I understand. You can say, we know WWE does pipe stuff in, but it was the same thing at the Rumble. They piped in cheers for Ronda, but Brock's, I can promise you, Brock got that pop on his own.
Yep. Brock's was on his own.
But the whips they might put a mic so it is louder. I could see them having a live mic in the ring.
Yeah.
But that was 100%.
Look at the welts. Them things were crazy.
She has an X on her stomach. And that's not shitty WWE SFX. I did like SFX. It's not like Solo Sikoa and Randy Orton's burnt face. This is legit.
She showed it. She showed it today. She posted a picture today.
She's been working out and showing the updates. It is a full welt. It broke skin.
Yeah. I think it was weird for her to even use that. Like, you know what? It's going to come into play at Mania again.
Yep.
Becky is going to sense it coming and she's going to dodge it.
Yep.
That's what's going to happen.
Or she's going to make it where the hair can't be a part of the match.
We say?
It could be or title versus hair. That adds flavor to the match.
Okay, so like, hair. Can I say something about that?
Yeah.
I don't want her to lose, but Bianca could technically cut most of that braid off, and most of it is not her hair.
She would be, but I think hair versus hair, like they shave you bald, like with Molly.
They do, like Molly Holly.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, I could see Becky just taking scissors, not even hair versus title.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like before Mania, Becky being the heel in the ring, pulls out scissors and cuts the braid short.
Oh, during the match.
Yeah. But like, we know that's not all Bianca's hair.
Yeah.
And Bianca does her own hair. So they could work that out where Bianca goes, you just have to cut below like the EST.
Okay. Yeah.
Or something. I feel like Bianca would be okay with that. We see her hair. She has natural hair outside of the ring where she wears wigs. But that's all hair that she braids in.
Yeah.
Wouldn't mind it.
I would scream in Dallas.
I wouldn't mind it.
Well, I think it's probably going to happen on Monday. I feel like Becky's going to bring up that she shouldn't have been using the hair.
It's illegal.
It's illegal, and she'll probably lead to an attack. and cut the hair, or it's gonna be like if you use the hair in our match at
Instant
any
DQ.
point, instant DQ. I keep my belt.
You're right. I feel like it's gonna have to mean something because it didn't make sense for that to happen in a
Right.
6-woman tag match. You know, because
No.
matter of fact, we talked about this before. I think it was one of you that said that y'all wish she would use it more, and I said no, it's really only for special occasions now because she stopped using it every single match because it became less and less special.
Right.
So it has to mean something.
No, I remember you saying that. It was probably me who said it
Yeah.
because I don't know. But I remember you saying that, and like now seeing like a feud like this, I can understand that.
Yeah.
Last year it didn't make sense to me because the braid is just a gimmick, like it was last year, but we never saw her hit anyone with it until Mania when she hit Sasha.
Yeah.
So that's true. We never saw her use it in that feud until Sasha touched her hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then she used it. Same thing with Becky.
Same thing with Becky.
Yep.
Bayley got it too. Let's not forget Bayley got it Hell in a Cell too.
Yep.
I don't know what it is with these horsewomen messing with her hair.
I don't know. Charlotte, you're next.
Charlotte, you next.
See, Rhea ain't never gonna touch her hair because Rhea also doesn't like her hair.
Rhea brought it up. She said, "Yo, you got whipped. Yo, damn, I know what that's like." She's like, "I've gotten hit with her hair before."
Can't wait for that feud.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. Is there anything else that happened on Raw? I know we briefly talked about Zelina and Carmella and the cringy ass
segment.
Yeah, I can't do it. I don't. And then Tamina was there. She did shit too. So
Dana did.
Didn't Tamina kiss Tozawa?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, she kissed. Yeah.
Yeah. What is this with like making the two of them make out with the men?
And they're both married women.
It's so weird. Like I feel like at some point, it's like y'all know we know these people are married. Like we all know.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I don't know. I don't love that. I understand they're trying something new, I guess, with the 24/7, stories, but I'm over it.
Yeah, it was not here for it. So
corny. Tomato.
Yeah. Bricks. Whack.
Brick.
So I guess now that that's over and done, let's move on to NXT where we have the you guys want to talk about the Dusty Classic match first?
The Women's Dusty Classic.
The Women's Dusty Classic matches. You want to go over? Let's talk about that first.
Okay. I'm gonna start with my favorite match. Let's get there. Okay, my favorite match was Raquel and Cora versus Valentina.
Oh, she went flying.
And Yulisa Leon.
I screamed. I audibly screamed when Valentina went flying.
We've been in that arena. It's small as hell.
It's a warehouse. So
it's a warehouse.
I can't talk right now. NXT, I don't know if we already talked about it right now, but they make it look like how it used to as best they can, but it is a performance center.
Yeah.
And it's a warehouse. So they put bleachers and a little studio. It's connected to the performance center.
Mm-hmm.
So they bust you out there. It's this tiny little building that only fits I think 300 people max.
Yeah.
It used to fit way more when they were at Full Sail, but they moved from the school now. She almost hit the lights. And that building is only 15, 20 feet tall, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She was up.
I don't even what happened.
So
was it
how to describe it?
So Raquel got tossed to the outside. Cora did too. Valentina gets a running start, and I keep saying her name, Yulisa, whatever.
Yeah,
does a full pickup of her foot and tosses her over, and you just see Valentina go flying and hits Raquel clean.
Yeah.
Yes.
Clean.
You got her.
Got her clean.
She saved her life, is what you're saying.
Yep.
Raquel, I kept saying that. I was like, if that was not Raquel or another tall, powerhouse like that, they both would have died.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give Raquel props on as far as not being Nia Jax.
Mm-hmm.
As far as being.
I guess that's a compliment.
It is a compliment. It is a compliment.
I don't know, man. It's still Raquel.
Yeah, it's you're not Nia Jax exactly. So, I give her that respect in that regards. But I don't know. That whole match to me, I liked it. I think the pacing was good. I think it was quick, fast paced, and I don't think it drug on for too long. I think everybody looked good. Everybody looked like a star.
I just don't like that these tag teams that are put together don't have proper finishers.
Yeah.
Okay, I got the fact that Raquel did the work, And then there was that, okay, she hit her with the big boot, then she can go on a bomb, and then she picked up Cora and then just did it
and like threw her on it.
Chingana bomb flash thing. Like, what was that?
It was weird to me because she also almost dropped Cora at one point.
Mm-hmm.
So it almost didn't go off well.
Yeah.
Props to Toxic Attraction for that.
Or better outfits.
They wore better outfits this week.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, and I keep saying this is what makes me hate going to NXT. The crowd are dogs. Dogs in here.
That's why I correct him, because he's not a dog. The people that are there are disgusting. I have never, and I've been to Raw, I've been to Mania, and I'm not like bragging, I've been to the Rumble. I have never heard fans talk about wrestlers like that until going to NXT. And I hate that I'm saying this, but I feel like AEW is similar because the crowds look so similar. Yeah. And it's just the things that, like, we were sitting last time we went a couple weeks ago when MSK was in the finals of the Dusty. We were sitting like third row over on the ramp side. And the guys in front of us were saying disgusting things about Mandy and JC and Gigi. And I was getting so upset. Yeah. Like, it was things gross. That like no one should ever say about another human.
Like, why is that coming out of your mouth?
Yeah, and I just like, I was biting my tongue because like they were saying it to each other, and it was like I didn't want to be that bitch. I will fight. I will fight someone over shit like that. Yeah. And I wasn't gonna do that at NXT where I'm there for free and there's cameras. It was like, you know what I mean?
That's a good time.
I was trying to enjoy MSK and I couldn't. But Toxic like almost exit on, and I don't like it. Yeah. But we're not going to be those people.
I'm not going to be that person.
But what they wore last week,
it's much better.
Yeah. And I don't know. I wish that WWE wouldn't lean into that. Not say that you should change your character or who you are, you know, to whatever. But I feel like when you play with fire, you're going to get burned. And I feel like if we keep these, and it's because you have to think, they've been trying to push a sex pot gimmick for the longest. Like, they tried to make Emma do it. They tried to make Liv Morgan do it. Not Oksana. There was another one. Emma, yeah.
Or Tennille Dashwood now, but yeah.
Tennille Dashwood, yeah. And it's like they keep pushing it. And Mandy, that's the other one does. But it's like they keep trying to do it. And I feel like if you keep giving these, you know, very basic I'm hot gimmicks, like that's all you're ever gonna get the fans to notice. And it's like, yes, be sexy, smart, powerful, but it's like it as someone who knows what can happen as far as like women's wrestling just being not taken serious, it's just kind of like like it just, this is not the 90s.
I don't want to turn into another bathroom break.
Well, no, and the thing is because like, and maybe this is a general statement, and I'm not trying to generalize everyone, but again, this is what I'm seeing when I go and what I'm experiencing as a woman, sitting there. They say these things about Toxic, and Toxic is put off a certain way, and then they do not care about the other women because they're not portrayed like that. So it's hurting the other women on the roster because they're not the sex pots. And, you know, Cora Jade is looked at like a child compared to Toxic Attraction. And I think she's better than all three of them now. I think she's got a better character. I think in the ring she's getting better. And I think that there are other women that are better than them on NXT. And it just sucks because I like Gigi, but as a woman, I want to uplift other women. I can't vibe with something like that because I feel like it's not uplifting other women. They're talking bad about the other women. And I know it's all kayfabe, but it still is like, ooh, I would not want to be their friends. You know how it's like, oh, every girl wants to be us and guys want to be with us. It's not like that for some of us. And like me as a woman, I'm very different, but I don't want to be them. And it has nothing to do with the way they look. It's their personalities.
Yeah. It feels very stable. And I just, I'm over it. It's do something else.
We need more powerhouses on NXT because the women's division needs to look as strong as it used to.
Yeah. I think it'll get there.
So diverse.
Yeah. And I think it'll get there because even with this Dusty Classic, like looking at the talent that they have on, you know, just the roster, I feel like it can get there. We just have to not lean into stuff like that because it can take over pretty quick. Because let Mandy Rose gear, or not gear, let Mandy Rose merchandise start selling because she's hot. It's a wrap. Like, you will never see her not do anything like hot again. Like she's gonna be the hot person like forever.
Mhm.
Oh, she is just based off of the reaction when like the promos hit at NXT, like on commercial breaks and stuff like that. Her little like videos at her house or whatever in the pool. It's just like, we don't have to do this.
Every week we don't.
And it's like, just let's do something else. We don't have to lean into it. I have issues with Valentina and her partner leaning into, again, the cultural side of things. And it's like, why can't someone have another gimmick? And I have issues with Lash Legend. I feel like they saw a black woman and we're like, you're Wendy Williams, but with lashes.
Yeah.
And I hate that because it's not building her up. That's
It's not. It's not. But I don't know. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully it'll fade away. Like once they break up, because they're going to break up eventually, and hopefully that the hotness
egos are too big for that
down.
toxic lounge.
Yeah, I ain't with it. I'm not feeling it. So the other Dusty Classic match we saw, Wendy Chu and Dakota Kai versus Indy Hartwell and Persia.
Dakota's gear was so cute.
I liked Wendy Chu's gear too.
Dakota's gear is the cutest I've seen her in a while.
I'm trying to figure out how I feel about this match, the gear. I don't know. Maybe I just was tired, but it was like, it
was an match. I didn't like the match.
I did like their offense. They got their random tag team offense worked for them.
Yeah.
Against the team that's been together longer, which I felt maybe that's what made the match, man. Like, nah, you guys just fought for the tag titles like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
How are you getting your ass beat like this?
That's the thing that pissed me off is like you had a legit tag team, a legit new tag team that you could have pushed to the moon with Persia and Indy. And Indy was, one of your top stars in the way.
Yeah.
With the way. And it's like you have something there that I think is very special with Indy because she's big and she's funny. And she can act really well, I feel like.
Great actor.
Yeah. I feel like she sells really well. She can do cool moves. Yeah, she needs more work. But Persia's the one that's clunky in the ring, but she's newer. I get that.
Yeah.
But Dakota and Wendy, the only reason they won is so Dakota and Raquel can fight again in 2 weeks or next week, whatever. It's boring. Come on, we've seen it. Let's move on. Are they not over it? Because I'm over it.
I've been over it. They're dragging it at this point, so... But that happened.
I would have rather seen Persia and Indy versus Raquel and Cora.
That would have been fun.
That would have been good.
That'd have been fun.
Because you have Indy and Raquel are like the same height, which is rare.
And Persia and Raquel could be powerhouses against
Absolutely.
each other.
Oh my God. I feel like Persia's gonna be a beast once she's like trained and everything.
When she's polished, I can see her.
Polished, she's gonna be great.
Yeah, I love her. I think she's great already. But meh.
Yeah. So, I guess we kind of talked about Lash Legend and Amari. Yeah, I don't know if we have to really go over that in detail because we kind of talked about it during the news segment.
It was a match.
It happened.
It wasn't the worst.
It happened.
Yeah,
I've seen worse matches at NXT.
Yeah.
2.0.
Yeah, 2.0. Yeah.
2.0.
That's the thing is, NXT Black and Gold, cut them.
And NXT Black and Gold would have never put Lash Legend in the ring. You only got on Black and Gold when you were ready. This is slowly turning into like WWE Diva Search, where it was like, okay, you're not ready yet, but get on TV.
Yeah.
It's like, why?
Well, because they sent all their women up to the main roster or released them. They didn't have anybody left in NXT.
Yeah, they should have done that. Like, don't get me wrong. But I also feel like her not being that great in the ring is also going to make people not like her.
Absolutely.
It's not working for her. She's not like a baby face like that's slowly starting to wrestle and, the crowd is getting on her side. She's not an Eve Torres. She's not a Trish Stratus. She's not a Kelly Kelly. She's not a Michelle McCool where people slowly get behind you once they realize you're talented. It's not going to work. It's not. Yeah. So, nice kick, though.
Yeah.
Very nice kick.
Yeah. Nice kick. What else happened? The Diamond Mine shit happened.
What's his name almost died from Diamond Mine. Did anybody see that?
No.
He got launched he was in the ring or something. He got sent over like head first into that new row by the stairs where they put like the glass.
Okay.
And because it was the first match, they had like what's the word I'm looking for? Prospects, like other wrestlers who aren't on TV, so you don't know them, like security. They had them in like regular t-shirts in the front row to catch him. But he wasn't injured, but it still looked like the back of his head hit the concrete.
Yeah.
Because he went headfirst into the 6 of them.
Oh, sheesh.
And then they caught him from hitting the glass. I don't like where those seats are. I said that when we went a couple weeks ago to see MSK. I did not like it. It feels really unsafe. And they only give like 2 feet between the glass and like the ring.
You need to push it back a little more.
And like the stairs are right up on that glass. So the wrestlers have to like, it's not safe. I don't like it. I don't know. They did it and they only added like 20 seats to the venue and they're not even ever full unless it's a premium live event or something.
Oh, yeah, no. There's no point in it being there then.
No, it's not. And I think it's to make it look bigger. I think it's to make it look like there's more fans there. I don't like it.
You're fluffing the arena.
That's all
basically.
it
is. So Tiffany Stratton, whatever.
Oh yeah, who'd she attack?
Sorry.
Cool.
I don't hate her. I don't hate her.
She's like Princess Morbucks from Powerpuff Girls.
Yes, but I also didn't hate her. I like a villain. God, I like a heel.
No,
leave me alone. Rhea's a face.
I
like it.
I don't know. I like Tiffany. I don't know. It's just gonna take. I think I just have to get used to her. The gimmick.
It's not normal. I don't think it's anything we like. Maybe we have seen, but I don't think it's new. But it's not something we're used to in WWE.
I think it's just a different play on something that we've seen before. Like
I like it. I like her in the ring
before, but I think we've never seen like a rich mean girl.
Yep.
I like the gymnastics background in the ring. I like the moves. I think she still needs to work on her finisher and the pacing and space of it.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see her and Saray wrestle.
It's gonna be good.
Because she kind of attacked her for not agreeing with her or something.
Yeah, not agreeing with her about a necklace or something like that.
I just like that we have something different. I like that Saray is something different, even though again it's
stereotypical.
Yeah.
Oh, an Asian cosplayer? What?
No, the white girl has a stereotypical gimmick too. Like,
absolutely
rich and popular. Like,
cut it out.
You just can't get away from stereotypes. The rich blonde white girl.
Hey, Wendy Chu is breaking all the stereotypes. She's not like a smart Asian girl or something.
She's just tired.
It's a stereotype of a certain woman though. Like we all know a girl that is always tired, that always needs a nap.
It's me.
It's you.
I'm always tired.
She be ready to go though. She's tired, but she be ready to go.
I'm always tired. Our barber, because I get an undercut now. He was like, "You're always tired," and I was like, "I know."
All the time.
Thank you for reminding me.
You need to sue Wendy Chu for stealing your gimmick.
If I could get paid to wear a onesie and slippers and like I already carry like a big cup around all the time. Like I'm halfway to Wendy Chu. Hire me NXT. I'm down the road.
Right. Oh shoot. No, we talked about. Did we talk about? Yeah, we did. Trying to figure out where we're at. What else we need to go over? I think that was all for NXT. Oh, Lash Legend and Nikita are feuding, so that's happening.
I'm excited to see that because I feel like Nikita will help Lash Legend, even though Nikita isn't the most polished either. She's bigger. She's like more powerful.
It's gonna be a little evened out.
Coochie Crusher to Lash Legend, you know.
I think it's gonna be like a more of a Titan kind of battle where these two are gonna be putting each other's power against each other.
Yeah.
Coochie Crusher.
Yeah, I'm surprised no one laughed at my Coochie Crusher.
I just realized after
Nikita's gonna Coochie Crusher Lash Legend. That I don't know what the name of the finish is, but that's what I'm calling it.
The Coochie Crusher.
It is a Coochie Crusher. My favorite was NXT last week was like and with one of the most like dynamic debuts in WWE history, Nikita, and everyone was on Twitter was like, show the other tweets, you coward. Show the other tweets.
Yep. They won't.
Because they were just showing the ones like, wow, Nikita's amazing. And I was like, show the ones about her Coochie Crusher, you coward.
What would you do if like they tweeted, like we tweeted that on the WCW thing, the Coochie Crusher, and then they accidentally like put it on
like that Coochie Crusher.
Coochie Crusher.
Oh my god.
We never getting that interview now.
That's right. That's that.
I
She
like
went
Nikita
unfollowed.
though.
I do too. I really do.
I think she's fun. I hope
Yeah.
she doesn't rap anymore.
Yeah. I wish she would just be herself. It feels like let me talk like Iggy. It's just weird to me. Like
Apparently, she like legitimately has made music before this though, and that's why they're going with this gimmick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I don't believe it, but
she was on.
she was on like a show.
She was on Wow.
She was on Women Wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She was on the reboot.
Oh, okay, that's I don't think I watched the reboot. I don't think I'll watch
With people we won't mention on this show right now, but
yeah, because I remember when you told me it came back. I was like, what? What do you mean
it's coming back again?
Yeah, I was like, what? Okay, I'm gonna have to check her out then.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that, but yeah, she's feuding with Lash. I'm looking forward to it, so that's gonna happen. Yeah,
I like that NXT is constantly giving us like 3 women's matches a week now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
and like AEW is giving us 1 if we're lucky
at 9 o'clock
or segment
at 9 o'clock.
At 9 o'clock, or you get some corny ass promo.
Yep, and that's that.
Speaking of
AEW, I think that's a good way to segue into the podcast. Wait, take it away.
Well, on our latest episode of AEW, we had a tag match setting up sleepy. Note that down in my notebook here. Yes. Britt and Jamie Hayter teamed up to take on Thunder Rosa and Mercedes Martinez after the contract signing that happened on Rampage. I don't know where the injury happened, but Thunder Rosa got the pin, surprisingly. Mm-hmm. And we know it's 9 times out of 10, if you pin the champion before a major pay-per-view, because Revolution is one of their big pay-per-views, the challenger isn't going to win.
No.
It's not. She's not going to win. It's going to be, hopefully, if she's not injured, a solid match. But, again, Thunder Rosa will take the L, and Britt will have somebody else to face or somebody new to face, whoever the next number 1 contender is, because that's what they're basing it off of.
Yeah. Remember when Ruby Soho used to wrestle on AEW? Because I do. Last time I cared.
Man, where's Sheeta at?
I don't know. I just don't.
Where the hell is Sheeta?
Off of that.
I'm telling you, they're gonna have
capitalized off of that.
They should have. There was a dope segment, and again, I love Jade's disrespect of everyone on that roster. She gives no shits about.
She said, I think she was like, "Bitch, don't nobody care about that karate shit."
I had to stop it. I was watching it.
I watched that a couple times. That was funny.
She always tells Tony cut the shit. Don't let him finish his line. Cut the shit, Tony. I'm about to be 30 and old, Tony.
I love her.
I'm cool with Stat. I'm not Stat. Well, I'm cool with Jade. Yeah. She's getting better every week. She says it every time. Brian Danielson is working miracles with her, and it's starting to show.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad, because that title match, man. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. I was like, we gave her a belt.
Yeah. And to be fair, I don't think she should have had. I get what they were trying to do. Let's just say that.
And I don't want to I don't want to discredit her.
She did not need that title then. I felt like they could have let her go 30-0 or whatever, and let her 30th win be a title, or let her like 50th win be a title. She shouldn't have gotten that belt so soon. But I will say, unlike, because Candice Michelle got a belt before she should have got a belt.
Oh, absolutely. I remember this reign.
It was terrible. It was, and she beat Melina of all people for it, which that's a whole other.
Didn't she get injured while having that? And then she broke her collarbone.
She broke her collarbone. I think she dropped to Beth in that match because she broke her collarbone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what happened. It was a 2 out of 3 falls match. But Jade should not have had that belt, but she is growing into that a lot better than most people who've given belts and don't need a belt.
Yes, especially in TNT. Wow, in AEW. I feel she's handled it very well. She's obviously going to continue. I do not believe Tay Conti, as much as she has improved and gotten better with time, there's no way in hell she loses to Britt Baker but beats Jade.
No
way in hell. No way. So Jade is going to go undefeated and continue. But you know what I really want to talk about from AEW? We talked about it before we got on air. At the buy-in, which is AEW's pre-show that they have every pay-per-view.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that news.
No.
We
we need to write this down. Yeah.
Okay, but to be fair, I don't care about anything Tony Khan says.
Yeah, we don't. We're not gonna talk about it.
Tony Khan don't care about a lot of people, and I don't care about him.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that.
Oh no, I mean we have to talk about the news. What happened?
Ring of Honor?
Yeah, we didn't talk about it.
Okay, so Tony Khan basically stammered through a promo. I understand you're very excited to get the news out. I kept saying like Jade Cargill, cut the shit, Tony.
Yeah, it was very wrong.
Out. What the hell are you trying to tell me? So he was like, I bought Ring of Honor. Okay. Now here's the thing that bothers me about it. I told you you were very excited. You were very adamant about it. Jess, as she said, does not give a shit or cares. Yeah. So
Tony Khan's an asshole.
So come to find out, all the Ring of Honor talent did not know about this until it happened on AEW.
They were watching it.
They were watching it and found out.
John Gresham, who has the title.
Deonna Purrazzo, who is an Impact with the Ring of Honor.
All of these wrestlers who are about to wrestle on the comeback show for Ring of Honor had no idea.
I don't like that.
I
don't like that either.
I don't like that. And I was excited for the purchase, but that aspect of it, I don't like, because I feel like I get you want to keep things under wraps. You should have had your employees sign an NDA, and then you should have done that.
Why not even just have a call with them 10 minutes before you go out?
Yeah.
Make them all, be like, hey, y'all, we have a meeting. You are on a call. You have to sign this NDA before the call. If you don't sign it, you can't be in this call.
Yeah.
And they could have done that at 7:30, whatever time before, AEW announcement. It's disrespectful. If Vince did it, I would say the same thing.
Yeah.
And that's my thing. I don't worship Vince McMahon. I don't think Tony Khan is. I think Tony Khan is the Vince McMahon of AEW, and I hate it. Yeah. I think he has an incredible racial bias that everyone ignores on AEW. And Jade Cargill does not fix it.
Yeah.
And I'm terrified. Yeah, I'm terrified for the Ring of Honor people now.
Yeah.
If he's booking.
I don't know. I guess for me, I don't want Ring of Honor to ever go away. And for me, it felt like a second chance, third chance, because Ring of Honor has had like some major financial, like
we talk about Impact.
Yeah.
Well, didn't they just like disappear again because of money?
Yes.
And they're coming back or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like Ring of Honor, like I've watched some John Gresham matches, but I don't watch a lot of the other promotions. That's just I don't have the attention span. I'm sorry. There's so much product out there. Amazing product.
A lot of wrestling out there.
A lot of wrestling.
But I try to watch like the news and roundups and everything.
Yeah.
But Ring of Honor always felt like a really legit brand, like the most legit to me. I don't know why. Yeah. Just because I guess the wrestlers were a different caliber. They like, John Gresham wrestles the pure
style.
Like there's different, I don't know, things I had never heard of come from over there. Or maybe they don't come from there, but it's more prominent there. And I'm worried now that it's just going to turn into NXT like everyone's saying.
Yeah. Because that's what I said. It's going to be their NXT. It's going to be their smaller brand.
Yeah. Why can't it be Ring of Honor?
Why does
it have to be AEW's smaller brand? Like, that's my thing is like, it was its own company before, just because Tony Khan bought it. You don't have to put the Tony Khan stamp on it. It can still be Ring of Honor.
Yep.
Like how FCW was bought by WWE, but it was still FCW.
Like I don't
NXT.
I don't want it to be where certain women stars aren't going to be used, because hell, AEW doesn't really use a lot of their women stars all the time anyway.
Yeah.
They're majority on dark.
AEW has a problem, I mean WWE as well, of signing a lot of people, a lot of release talent just to say they did it. Ruby Riott, Ruby Soho.
Yep.
And then you don't see them for months on end, or they're on dark only, and it's bullshit.
Yep.
Or they're not marketable.
I will not blow smoke up someone's ass who does things for show. Is really what it is, and I can't. That's why I can't get into AEW.
Yeah, 100% agree.
But I'll stop talking now about AEW. I'm off my soapbox.
But we didn't touch on the one thing for AEW that was hilarious between the three of us, and we're just like, how do you do that for a promo? So the buy-in is happening this weekend. There has been a great feud. I do give AEW certain credit. There is another feud building that doesn't revolve around the title, and it is between Chris Statlander and legit Layla Hirsch, and they've been going back and forth for a while, even with Red Velvet in the mix, to where they've been just cutting intense promos. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Chris Statlander is the baby face in this feud, right?
Mm-hmm. From my understanding.
And Layla Hirsch, and Layla Hirsch is the heel, right?
Did I get that right? Is she the boot? Yes.
And Layla Hirsch is the heel, right? Why is it that the face said the most foulest shit you can possibly say to someone who has gone through this experience? So, and she didn't just say it once, she said it multiple times. So the promo basically went, that's why your parents left you and you were an orphan. And then Twitter was like, yo, man, why you like, whoa, hey.
Why would you say that?
And then you know what the crazy thing is? The promo this week, and Jess looked at me like, what the fuck? I stick by my statement and I'm not changing my words. I said what I said and I meant it.
10 toes down, she stood on that. Like, yeah, I said it. Like when I heard it, my mouth literally like hit the floor.
She's like, yeah, I said it. I was like,
yeah.
You're the face in this feud.
Listen, if you're gonna say something controversial yet brave, stand behind it, bro. I'm a bitch, but I'll stand behind that. I'm a bitch.
She stood on it.
She was like, I said it, and I don't take it.
Okay, but sometimes that puts the babyface even more over by standing behind like a fucked up statement. I like,
yeah,
you
but
really
not
like,
not
I don't know. I don't know any of them.
It's like,
oh my god,
and you're just like,
when I tell you I had to rewind, and I was like, "There's no way." She didn't say that.
You ain't say that. She's the face.
It's like no.
She called her stupid. Like Layla was like, "Oh, you stupid alien gimmick." Like she called her out on her own show. Like, "Yo, stupid, stupid."
That was too far. Too far.
Too far.
Yeah. You were adopted.
You're an orphan.
That's why mom doesn't fucking love you.
Like, yo, hey man,
I couldn't believe it.
It's bad when other faces were like, "Hey." Orange Cassidy was like,
I was like, yeesh,
the damn.
Sheesh.
But
damn.
What a way for AEW to carry on, but we can move on to the.
No, she really said, I might be on after 9 o'clock, but I'm gonna make this time worth it.
Yeah. And they were like, you know what was funny? The segue. I guess before we move on, the segue. They were like, after those fierce words from Chris, they decided to we're gonna have a match at the buy-in between Chris Statlander.
Is the buy-in the name of the pay-per-view?
The buy-in is the name of the pre-show
or something, right? Yeah.
AEW always calls it the buy-in.
Yeah.
Because it gives you time to buy into the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
There's always like a big match or the battle royal.
To they have like casino draw
like that to get you in.
Stuff too, right? So like that's what
What up, Rhea? Rhea didn't appreciate that.
Do you want to come beyond that?
Rhea's giving her opinion on that.
Rhea doesn't like AEW.
Rhea is not an AEW fan.
Rhea's not an AEW fan, which I don't blame her.
Mm-hmm. It's rough.
But I think I would have Rhea.
Oh, she lit now.
Everybody say hi to Rhea.
Hi, puppy.
Rhea, say hi.
Say hi.
Oh, now you're camera shy?
Yeah. The camera's this big, girl. She just woke up.
She's like, what is going on?
She said, what is it? Like,
oh, she's yawning. Okay, Wendy.
No, Wendy too.
Hey, I'm Rhea Ripley. Leave me alone. She wants kisses.
Yeah.
Rhea, what did you think of Impact this week, baby girl?
What did you think of Impact, Rhea?
What did you think of Impact?
What did you think?
She went.
I know it's very exhausting. We've run the gauntlet of wrestling so far.
You're right.
But Impact has a pay-per-view this week.
Yeah, talk about that.
They do.
Okay, so we got the progress of what's going to be happening at Sacrifice. We have 3 women's matches. Fantastic. So happy with that. I have no issue.
So their pay-per-view is called Sacrifice.
Their pay-per-view is called Sacrifice. It is this Saturday.
Sacrifice.
It's where you heard the infamous promo. That's where you heard the infamous promo.
RJ, did you know that video was filmed at Universal Orlando Resort for my side?
No, I didn't.
They flooded. We'll talk about this later. Where we walked around where the alien people were.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
whole
where they
area
filmed
was
that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you guys didn't know that.
No.
Yeah.
RJ, you gotta come back now. You gotta come back now and stand in the
When you
Queen's
come for
jacket.
HHN this
Yeah.
year, we're gonna stand there and we're gonna stand in the middle of it.
We have to. We gotta do it now.
You have to sing with arms wide open, Matt Hard. So, Impact had their show.
God.
Oh, sorry, we can do whatever. So, Impact had their go home show for Sacrifice, and we have 3 women's matches announced. We have the tag titles, which will be defended between the Influence and what the hell is the name of the team? Tenille and Madison Rain's team. The Influence.
Have a name?
No, Inspiration is Jesse and that's the Iconics.
Okay, yeah.
The Influence. I think they're called the Influence.
Yeah, Madison Rain and
Tenille. They're called the Influence, right?
Yeah. With the Influence, yeah.
With the Influence. So they will be defending the tag titles with Caleb. Now the storyline going into this is the Inspiration keeps trying to tell Caleb, like, yo, they treat you like garbage. Like, why are you still with them? Like, they just tell you you're a glorified manservant to them. And it's been like weird interactions where they're starting to pull Caleb away from them.
Yeah.
It's basically the Reggie storyline from Sasha and Carmella all over again, but it's handled a lot better. Yeah. And it tells a better story. That match will be happening. Inspiration's going to retain. I see that happening. Easy money.
Which I'm fine with.
We also have in a segment we like to call Run It Back because Tasha Steelz should have won the first time.
Let's go.
Tasha Steelz rightfully deserved and got her #1 contenders match back. Now, the story behind this is after the match at the last pay-per-view, where Mickie James retained due to shenanigans, which I hate that shenanigans always seem to happen around the Impact Knockouts title. It seems to be a running gag. Yeah. The only time it didn't happen when Deonna had it. Yeah. But it feels like any other champion other than Deonna, it's not shenanigans. It's shenanigans all the time. Yeah. So So Mickie said that since Chelsea Green came out to help her and back her up, she said she was going to give her an opportunity for the Impact Knockouts title at Sacrifice. Yeah. Tasha Steelz came in, and I love how she came in. She said, no. Hell no. There was interference. That's bullshit. I'm not taking that. I went to management. Yeah. If you want to give people #1 contenders match, we're gonna have another one and we're gonna run it back. So the match was Chelsea Green versus Tasha Steelz. Yeah.
Oh, Chelsea Green's on Impact?
Yeah.
I don't watch it.
Chelsea Green. I love that. That's the name of the episode. Chelsea Green's on Impact.
That's the line you're picking.
Line out of everything you said.
Everything I've said so.
Chelsea Green's on Impact. Like yes, Chelsea Green is on Impact. So they had the match, and one of the stipulations was Tasha made it so Mickie could be at ringside, but if she interfered, Chelsea Green wasn't going to get the title shot regardless. Tasha got the win. Savannah Evans helped and bullied her way into it. So it'll be Tasha and Mickie at Sacrifice, and Tasha will finally get the damn title. Tasha deserves that title. This version of Tasha Steelz is one of the best versions I've ever seen. She's showing off a lot more character. I think the time with Fire and Flavor really helped. Yeah. They help each other a lot. They help each other a lot. Yeah. A lot. And the thing I love about it is she talks reckless to the camera. Like she was talking about Mickey's husband during the show. Yeah. She's like, Nick, you see what I'm doing to your wife?
She got a mouth on her. She's a talker.
Tasha's reckless with the mouth. She a Jersey girl.
Yeah, she's a shit talker.
I was gonna say, didn't we see her at Battle Club?
Yeah, we did. And she beat the hell out of Casey Navarro.
She did.
She beat the shit out of Casey Navarro.
She really did. It was there for that.
And it was so that's gonna happen at Sacrifice. Yeah. We also have there's 4 women's matches. My bad. I forgot. Lady Frost is fighting Giselle Shaw.
Okay, yeah.
And the reason that's happening is
then they had like a segment or something.
They had a great segment.
Yeah.
Deonna was doing her segment. It feels like Giselle Shaw is trying to push her way into it. as the quintessential diva when she wants to take one of those belts off of Deonna. So Deonna's doing the Champ Challenge, which I love the name for it because you get to pick whatever title you want. She's doing it again. Giselle Shaw tried to make a challenge for it. Lady Frost said absolutely not. You tried to make a mockery of me by beating me, so I want to show you that I can beat you. So they're going to have a rematch at Sacrifice. And Deonna will also be defending her title against anybody she wants in a Champ Challenge, which obviously she will retain. And she's beaten everybody so far. She's basically like, who's left? Who the hell can possibly want to step to me and lose?
Yeah.
So,
sorry, our neighbors are being so loud.
Yes, our neighbors are being very loud.
Rhea has a lot to say about Impact.
Well, that's also Sage. Sage is back here too.
Sage is new wrestling fan.
No, but Impact is on its way to doing great things, and I can't wait for Sacrifice, which I almost forgot was going to happen.
Do not lick the microphone.
I like I don't know. I like how Impact does their women. I feel like we always get a good amount of women's matches with Impact.
Mm-hmm.
And it's bearable to watch. I feel like people who people who claim to hate, like I hate Impact. I don't want to watch it. Like because you don't watch it because there's no way you could watch Impact and just not like it.
It's fun to watch Impact with Jess. I will give her a huge shout out for it
when she does,
because she'll walk past. No, she'll walk past and see when we saw a Battle Club or something. Oh my god, I know them. That's from
I will. I love me some Lady. We watched Lady Frost and her husband do a tag match at Battle Club
against the Sea Star.
I love that woman.
I can't believe they didn't pick her up. WWE. They said she's too old or something like that, right?
I think she's too old because she's in her 30s.
Yeah, she's in her 30s.
Yeah. I don't know. Isn't Taya Valkyrie in her 30s? Though?
She's almost in her. She needs to come back. Taya needs to come back to Impact.
So Natalya, they're all in their 30s.
Yeah, but they weren't like new signings. You know what I mean? I mean, Taya was, but or what was her? Frankie Monet.
I miss her. I miss her so much. I can't wait to see what she's doing.
Well, her husband's been doing stuff.
Yeah, he's doing
changing his name every show he's on.
He has a new
John
name.
Superstar.
He's John Superstar now.
No, but he was John something else on another card.
John Guantanamera.
No, there was another name. He has like 4 names.
Johnny Lucha.
Yeah.
But we ain't talking about the men. We're talking about the women.
She is so excited to be part of this episode.
She's hyped to be on this episode. She's like, I'm on the camera. But Impact.
We have to have you back as a regular.
Yes. Rhea. Impact was great. Isn't it great and refreshing to see that Impact knows what to do with other women? Hey, if you two aren't doing something, we can either put you in a tag team or put you in a feud, and you can go after the tag titles or feud with each other. I love that Impact has a revolving door of that.
Impact has always been I don't want to say pioneer of women's wrestling because it's been around forever, but Impact has always done a good job of showcasing their female talent.
Mm-hmm.
They did the main event one time with the women for the first time. You know, like they let those women go. They don't hold them back. And I've always respected Impact for how they treat their women.
Bring back Mia Yim.
Oh, that'd be awesome. She was Jade, right?
Yeah, she was Jade, but just have her be Mia Yim.
Yeah, have Mia Yim, not a Jade thing. And don't pair her with Marty Bell. Don't pair nobody with Marty Bell.
Marty Bell's with Allison Kay right now.
God.
They're tag team champions in Shine.
I just don't like that name.
Marty Bell's gotten better. But her time in TNA, I really was not a fan.
I know. Yeah. But she got better in NWA. She got really good. She got really good. But I think that's all is that all the did we give our Revolution predictions too in the same shot?
Did we? I think
we did it as we went along. So
we did as we went along. Yeah.
I think we covered it.
Yeah. There's everything. There's no other promotions. I think we did WWE, AEW, and Impact. So I think that's everything we do.
Yeah, I think everybody's covered.
If we did every promotion, I would cry.
Yeah, I don't think I could do like AEW. I can't do it all.
I already watch wrestling all day, every day with Wade.
Yeah.
I can't. And I have to research for my own shows.
When I tell you the prep for this show sometimes is like mind-boggling, especially like because my coworker quit. And so like all of her work is on me now. So I'm doing double work for the same pay. But it's like doing double work and then somebody else left too. They have their work now. So we're doing 3 jobs and trying to watch wrestling and trying to, do things like it's a lot. So if we did every wrestling show, Oof.
No one does every rush. Like if they do, it's like, oh my god, they have so many people.
I don't see how Diva Dirt and Ring the Bell. I don't see how they do it.
Oh, I have no idea. I also watch a lot of YouTube during the day to like catch up on stuff I missed.
Yeah. Same. So, but yeah. Before we get out of here, guys, where can we find you at?
I am at Beetlejuice on Twitter, at Beetlejuice85 on Instagram, if you want to follow me there. I got a couple other shows. I'm on HHN 365 now, regularly, full-time. That comes out on Tuesdays or Wednesdays every week. That's Halloween Horror Nights content year-round. And I have Squat on the Rocks with my best friends. We get drunk and talk about random stuff. You can check both of those out. Squat on the Rocks and HHN 365.
Cool.
You can find me at Wade Olsen on Twitter, because that's the only one I'm giving out. I am on 3 podcasts.
Yes.
With this one.
We're both on 3 with this one.
We're both on 3 now. So the 3 pods family here. I am on this lovely podcast. I am also on my own solo podcast called The Most Lavish Pod, which is available on the Fourth Wall Pop Network. And in this week's episode, we're going to be discussing the Batman in a non-spoilery way. So no spoilers. I don't even want to spoil the review. I really went into it. I really enjoyed it. It was good.
Real good. I was eavesdropping at the door.
And it was fun to talk about. Also, I am part of another show on the Fourth Wall Pop Network called New Normal Wrestling, where I literally have to cover everything in wrestling, not just the women. So I literally had to do this 3 days ago. So you can find all those on all social media platforms and all podcast streaming platforms. I think I covered the bases.
Sounds about right. Rhea has an Instagram.
Yes.
Rhea the Corgi.
Instagram.
I think, is it Rhea.the.corgi? That sounds right.
Rhea.the.corgi.
Yeah, because she was
Make sure
on
you give her a follow. The unofficial mascot of WCW.
Yes.
RJ, where can we find you?
Oh, you can find me across all social media platforms at The Silver Sight, or on Twitter at The Silver Sight with an underscore on the end. Hopefully I will get past my anxiety soon and post the content that I record daily and never post because I don't think it's good enough. Working on some things here with anxiety and just putting myself out there. So hopefully my Abbott Elementary and my From reviews will be up soon. I may re-record them, not sure yet. I don't really like the quality of it, but stick with me, cheer for me. I'll get there eventually. With that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in to WCW. We've enjoyed talking to you guys. Make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. We will see you guys next week. Later days.